We're live. You're live. Here we go. We are live. Hi, everybody. Oh, we have a Bethany Primrose. She is here.
Hey, Bethany.
Good morning. How are we today? The dog has not decided to come down yet, so. Oh, Erica's here.
Hey, Erica.
She says, good morning. How are you? Long time no. I guess. See you on the chat. How's that? The cool person says hello.
Hello, the cool person.
How you guys all doing this morning? Jason says hi.
Hello.
Let's
see.
a dog outside the door.
So we have
to join us. Well, hi there, friend. Hi, baby girl.
Crayola.
No light on the road.
We have Artex.
Come on. You want to go outside? Here we go. Sorry. Dealing with an old dog. Hold on. One moment, please.
We've got Blick.
Tell the world what we're doing today, honey.
We have Prismacolor.
Oh, it's night here, says Angun. Hey, we have Anixia. She says, hey, Bethany says, good morning, are we? Yes, the pickle is appropriately pickling this morning. She's decided she just doesn't want to sit here. She wants to go outside. Hey, Dana Mercury's here.
Oh, Dana Mercury. And then Karen Dash.
Blair says, how are you doing today?
We're doing good, thank you.
Oh, Tracy Katie says, good morning. Currently painting the girl with the pearl earring.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's exciting.
Okay.
Encore Art says, Faber-Castell are my picks. AQS says, hi, never been so early. Hold on.
Welcome. So let's see if we could do. So what we did this week was just a small sampling of 4. I'm going to post a link to another YouTuber named Sarah who actually tried, was it 90 different brands? It was amazing. So I'll do that later. Let's see here. I'm going to see what colors we have similar. Okay, yellow.
Hi, sorry.
Orange. Donna's just here part-time. Red.
I had to get something to take care of the puppy. Sorry about that. I've never seen Prismacolors in our stores, it says Diarrhea. It is 9:04 a.m. where we are. Hey, we have a battle broke.
We'll
I'm sick, but I still join your lives even if I'm sick. We're sorry. You don't feel good. What are you drawing today?
I'm not. Today I am just going to do some testing to kind of wrap up what we've been talking about.
Oh, Do Stuff Girl's here.
Hello, Do Stuff Girl. Can you guys all see this okay?
Yeah, we can see it fine.
All right.
What are you holding? Are those all Crayolas?
These are going to be Crayolas for now.
Okay.
So I thought I would kind of just do some visual representations, and we could try different stuff of how these colors blend or don't blend, or
Crayola definitely was my least favorite pencil, says do not look. It's 2 a.m. for this person.
oh geez.
Gosh, you guys. Art says K.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Hello from Connecticut. Hola.
Hola.
Brandy V says good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're just playing around today, guys.
Yeah, I thought, we did all of the Beatles, and we kind of got a pretty good idea of them all. Let me see if I can
You're
find
the
black.
Oh, Erica says wanted to come in because I'm off and wanted to learn about colored pencils. What did you pick a good day?
All right, we're going to take black and white as well.
Oh, so you can try to blend?
I want to. Here's a couple things to do. So we have black here. And then I want to take a white.
Hello from Wales.
I think I'm going to do this with a small ruler just to get the straightest
Okay,
line.
Charlie asks, hi, Mr. Scott, I'm wondering where can I get good colored pencils?
Well, I order them from Blick. There you can see there'll be a link in my art supplies
List.
and the products. But if you go to blick.com, you'll find them. That's where I get them from. But I do want to talk about. Can you guys all see this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's.
Jack says, sent you a tip.
Oh,
It
thank
says,
you.
Huge Beatles fan here. I love, there's a lot of O's and I love all of the drawings of them so much.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. You can see just how fuzzy the Blick brand came out and how smooth the Caran d'Ache. The Prismacolor feels like Prismacolors. This one, I kind of cheated because I took markers to it. And I wonder if I took markers to Ringo, how he would look.
What's your opinion on the Crayola colored pencils?
They're the least. They're definitely the least. You can see how the white goes, but we're gonna compare them. So we've got those.
We're gonna do a head-to-head today.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put these over here. Then we're gonna try for the money. I think the Artex are the best. Just
for budget
because it's like $20-something and you get 72 colors. And I don't know if you guys remember the video that I did where I drew Chadwick Boseman.
Ooh. Going says, will you switch from Prismacolors?
If I was to do more colored pencils, like if I was to do it regularly, yeah, I think I would.
Hey, we've got a Timo Fluey.
Hey, Timo. Okay.
Roy asks, I think Roy asked this the other day. Hi, are you Scott? Are you single?
No, not currently.
Okay, please don't make me laugh while I'm drinking my tea. I'm gonna choke, and then you will be single.
I'm trying to find a good red.
Oh my God, we've got an Emma and an Ellen.
I guess that'll be a good red.
Ellen's been making some lovely
Oh, I had an
lately.
orange.
Oh
yeah.
She's been doing some beautiful stuff.
Gosh, these...
Neospecies, it's been so long since I could make a live. You guys always start them the second that school starts, whatever happens to late afternoon, evening lives. Yeah, you know what? This is just, Scott's gotten some projects, and this is just a time that works better for us, so we're sorry about that.
Dog's coming back.
We always have the lives up afterwards. So when we're done here, the live will go up as a video. So you can watch the whole live.
Honey.
What?
The dog is back.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to read the comments.
I know.
Read the comments and deal with an aging puppy.
All right, sorry. I'm trying to find similar colors. These Artex colors are very subtle. They're not vibrant. And then I need the black, which would be this one. Okay, so let's see. We did our best to try to get them to look the same or be comparable.
I'm sorry, guys. Arwen is a whole mood today. Okay, Rick Wilson sent a tip and says, appreciate your positive vibe. I have felt encouraged to try new mediums and keep creating from your content.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
What is everybody else's thoughts on the colored pencils from the Beatles thing?
You have inspired me to become an artist. That's Cheris.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Jamie's making wedding cakes today. Gonna be a long day. Oh boy. Oh, I can't wait for the pictures though. You make the most beautiful and delicious cakes. Oh. Archie says Caran d'Ache is my favorite brand. They are so smooth.
Yeah, they really are. I wish you guys could try these out with me.
Scott does sign his artwork, but
I haven't been on the videos and
sign it
whatnot.
on the videos.
I do before I send them out,
Yeah,
but
when people buy
I really should start signing them, especially even like when I scan them and I post them, I still don't sign them.
Yeah, that's actually true.
All right.
Let's see.
So the thing that I didn't like about the the Artex ones is that they don't blend as well. But again, you know, for the money.
Yeah, everything here is like based on like a money situation because you guys ask a lot of questions about art supplies and things like that. Your pricing and things like that. So we try to tell you like, you know, what things are expensive, what things are not expensive. And keep in mind, whenever we say these are expensive, these are in US dollars because that's where we are. We're in the US.
All right, so we got a little bit more white out of that than we did.
She says, other than a good book and a Harry Potter themed coffee mug, Scott's comment on my channel was the best gift on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Caroline says, hello, the art you do sounds amazing. I have a question. One of my dreams is to have an animated show like the Disney show's Owl House. Do you think I can make it as a show creator?
Yeah, you absolutely can. What you need to do is, I would say what's helped me in at least getting me to do my stuff was to create graphic novels. So Animal Crackers, which we turned into a movie, was a graphic novel first. And if I could find the book anywhere here, I would show you. Here it is. So this is Animal Crackers, and it was a book. So I would say if you can write a book, get it published, own the intellectual property, and then try to sell that as a series.
Apparently today's going to be the day of interruptions. Sorry about that.
Okay, where is Blake? All right, here we go. Now we've got Blake.
Where stuff is. You got so much stuff over there. If you guys could see what I'm looking at, like he has stuff all over the art table, all over the floor next to him, all over the floor behind him, and all over the chair, and in front of the chair behind that. There's stuff everywhere.
This orange.
It's crazy.
This red.
Matt says, so Scott, I'm 13 and I see you using Prismacolors, but they are really expensive. Should I stay with Crayola or save up for Prismacolors?
I'm going to talk about, maybe in this video or maybe another video, I'm going to talk about colored pencils in general. I did colored pencils my entire career, and they are so expensive and so time consuming to fill up space, and they're exhausting to push down. They are not the best material to work with. They're the easiest material to learn color with because you're used to using a pencil. But you really, if you want to make art, the watercolor is so much easier. It's so much cheaper. I will buy a tube. I mean, these pencils Prismacolors or whatever are usually about $2 a piece. And I can get a tube of paint for $8. Maybe it might even be $10, but it'll last me a year. Whereas a pencil, especially a Prismacolor pencil, I can go through in a single piece. I might go through two pencils in a piece. So I just don't find it cost effective in the long run. And you're spending all this time pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Whereas with watercolor, it's very light. It's very easy on your hands long term. So I would say if you really like colored pencils, you could stick with that. You can try the Artex ones. You can try the Blick. You could try the Prismacolors, but I just don't see the benefit in investing that much money into colored pencils long term. And I did it long term. I was professionally doing covers and video games and professionally. And I'm just saying, looking back, it is not the best medium to long term.
Okay, so a lot of you are asking questions about which ones are the best ones. Here's what we're doing today. Before you ask which ones are the best ones,
Karen Dosh.
Right. Okay. So he's gonna swatch all of them today, and then he's gonna talk about the blending of the pencils. He's gonna talk about the light fastness of the pencils. He's gonna talk about a lot of different things today. So stick with us for a little bit, and you'll see all of the different pencils that he's trying here. Okay.
But I did really like the Karen Dosh.
Yes, you did. Just stick around and I can't tell you what the prices are in your different country. Okay.
But there's links on our website if you want to check them out for all of these.
Yes, there are links.
Under the products tested.
But you have to find out if it's available in your country, and you have to find out where to get it in your country.
Yeah.
I wish we could tell you everything in every country, but there's absolutely no way we can do that. I mean, I wish we could, but we can't. The brush is just used to push away the pencil schmutz that comes off, the little flakes of pencil that come off. That's what he's using at. What was your favorite brand of the markers?
I like for alcohol markers, I like the Art Beak ones. They're cheap and they're really good. For the alcohol or for the acrylic markers, I like the is it Artex? Yeah,
Artex. Okay. Kim Winberry says, would Scott be interested in a gallery show you can put in charge?
Yeah, that would be fun one day.
Let's see. Is Derwent Light Fast? They are fantastic.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. Ellen says, I was really tempted to get some of the Caran d'Ache pencils. I use their native colors and adore them, but they're just expensive.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah. And Fossilized Bone says, with a few Caran d'Ache pencils, you could buy like 2 whole Copics.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing, is that some of these materials are really expensive.
See, the thing about here's what I'll say. If you're, again, if you're going to be doing art, Copic markers, any markers, alcohol markers are not light fast. They're not going to last a long time. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, they're going to fade. And whereas colored pencils, at least good ones, are going to last a very long time. So those are the trade-offs with that as well. All right, so you see how the Artex, the black is blacker and the white is whiter than the Blick.
Yeah, you're right. The black looks
Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, the black looks great.
All right.
If it's not super black, I don't want it. Like if I'm using black, I want it to be black.
Yeah.
What kind of paper are you using right now, hon?
This is just Bristol, the same Bristol paper I was using before. So sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I keep these all together.
I don't know if it ships to Australia, you would have to ship. Anything shipping to Australia or New Zealand is going to be expensive on the shipping, just because you guys are an island.
All right, Prismacolor, here we go. And white. Use this one for yellow.
Verge, Scott is not going to use a dip pen. He's not interested in it.
I've tried them. I didn't really like them that much.
Nope, no blow dryer today.
That's not really orange though, is it? This is about as orange as they gave me. I'll do that one. And then I'll do a deeper red.
Scott, I just started trying to get good at art. I'm a 6th grader and the worst in my class at art. Can you tips?
When I was in 6th grade, I was the worst in my art in the class in art too. It's not about how good you are; it's how much you want to do it. And an artist has to make art. That's what they do. It's just in them. If this is something that you truly want to do, you're gonna find yourself doing it for the rest of your life. And those are the ones who become artists, the ones who do it every day.
Okay, please tell us which ones these are now.
These are Prismacolors. Again, I'm trying to find similar colors that I really think.
Any challenges coming up in 2023? Been waiting since you finished October to see what we will do next. It would make sense if you're moving away from that style content. It could be limiting.
Yeah, I like the challenges. I don't like. See, I get spontaneous ideas like, hey, I'm going to try colored pencils, or hey, I want to, play around with markers or something, and then I want to do that for a week. And locking myself into 30 days of something is a lot.
We're talking about Monday with the masters.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, and maybe one of the days during the week trying to do a challenge or trying to do something like that.
Yeah.
So we're still in the kick it around process. Neospecies asks, or not the only one. Elizabeth asks, hi Scott, I'm a really big fan. I was wondering where you bought your sound canceling headphones for sensory issues. Thanks to you and your wife.
Oh, thanks. I literally just got them off of Amazon. They're the Bose 700s.
And they are fantastic.
Yeah, they're not cheap, but for if it's something that's going to make your life better quality of life, I definitely recommend them.
Sensory issues, yeah.
Yeah. So again, these Prismacolors are really smooth, just like Prismacolors are. They blend really well.
Yeah, he does stuff everywhere. Everybody's like, Scott, messy art tables are such a pain. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Can you tell me if you have any tips on outlining?
I think you just mean like inking. I did do a video on it. Yeah.
Are you going to do Easter themed art?
No.
As he really doesn't know what he's going to do one day from the next, honestly.
And I try to stay away from holidays if I can.
Mm-hmm. How old were you when you started doing art, honey?
6 or 7. I started to draw, but like I said, it wasn't until high school that I really started to take it seriously.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah. I grew up with Star Wars.
Have you gone one day without making art?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been many days, even last week, where I didn't really make art.
Jamie says he just likes to pour dip ink all over his art. He doesn't like to use it.
Yeah.
He just likes to dump it all over the
Dump it.
Yeah. Jamie, you crack me up. Marta says, I think the harder you press, the easier it breaks.
Yeah. That's the thing that the Prismacolors do best, is they break.
Use the blow dryer instead of the brush. Oh my god, the pencil would go flying. Who's your favorite Beatle?
I don't have a favorite Beatle, honestly.
Me either.
Though I like Ringo Starr because he was in a couple movies back when I was a kid.
Yeah, professional art supplies are very expensive. We get that, but that's why when Scott's doing this, he's got different brands of pencils.
And that's why also I show you that you can make art with Crayolas. You can make art with anything else. It's just,
you remember the Van Gogh that he did out of crayons.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do art with anything. You don't have to limit yourself, and you never have to think your budget has to be hundreds of dollars just to be able to make art, because that's not Are you wearing a hat while you're swatching your pencil?
I am not.
So funny. Are you wearing a hat?
All right, here we go.
That's so funny. Oh God. Yes, the art supply giveaway. Okay, so I got sick over Christmas. So our time for putting all of that together is a little delayed. We are still gonna do it. I have, you guys, I've been collecting even over Christmas. I have 2 huge boxes of art supply. I want to make sure whatever we send out has the art supply and then something to paint, draw, whatever with it on. So we will be matching those up in the coming weeks and getting those out to you guys. That's gonna happen more towards the end of January. It's just not gonna happen right now because everything's a little bit off. But yes, we are still doing the art supply giveaway. And we'll announce it here and then we'll post it on Scott's website.
I'm gonna give every white one extra little center
Are
thing.
Copic markers worth the price?
No.
Yes, the chat is still limited.
And again, as always, in my opinion, no, that is not a this is law kind of thing. If you talk to people who use Copic markers every day, they might tell you absolutely they love them. They're the best. So again, it's just, I look at them. I look at markers as a temporary medium, as something that will not last very long. As someone who's used them for several decades, I've seen artwork fade with these things. So alcohol markers are just in general not great for long term. They're usually used for design and whatnot. And so just keep that in mind.
Winsor & Newton has watercolor markers. Have you ever tried them?
Yes, I have them right here.
Oh.
I did a video on them.
Do you like them?
They're okay. I don't use them other than every once in a while if I need just a spot of
Cleanup or something?
Yeah, a pop of color or something. Okay, so you can see here the Prismacolors are probably the smoothest.
Yeah, they look very smooth.
The white did not come out that white. Let's try the Faber-Castells.
I don't think you've ever used the Van Gogh watercolors, have you?
I don't think so, no. Unless, no, that's the Paul Rubens is what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. What medium would you say is the best for traveling every day?
Watercolor. Or paper and pencil,
Mm-hmm. Is it time to check the light fastness test?
No, that's not till April.
JC says, what paint do you use in your sketchbook and what book do you use?
I use the Winsor & Newton watercolors, and I use the Be Creative sketchbook. And you can see them on our website with the art supplies that I use.
Yeah, you know what? I know it's difficult. People are saying it's difficult to get some of the art supplies we're trying.
Yeah.
That's just because we're in the States. So you might have to find something like
By the way, the Caran d'Ache is much cheaper outside of the United States. So is the Faber-Castell. So we paid more for some of these too. Mm-hmm. So it is definitely I don't want to say seasonal. It is definitely regional. Yeah.
How can I become a full-time artist like you? I do it every day and it's my dream.
There are so many wonderful careers, and I've had a lot of them. Video games, animation and TV and film. You can write books, you can illustrate children's books, you could do comic books. There's so many careers you can have. So it is honestly just a matter of you finding something that you like and that you're good at.
What's your favorite TV show?
There's The West Wing, there's Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's Justified, and I had one more. Law and Order.
There are some videos on using gouache and using watercolor. And Scott doesn't really like to do still life, so he doesn't like to draw food.
I do when we're
what pencil sharpener are you using?
Oh, I'm using the X-Acto pencil sharpener, though. It's been having a hard time lately. I might need to clean it. So now these are the Faber-Castells.
Are you using a specific Prismacolor set?
Yes. It's the 72 set that I bought, and you could see it in this week's videos.
Ooh, you guys are asking for a million different things. What is your least favorite medium?
Right now, it's oil pastels.
Okay, so yeah, I'll explain the art supply giveaway. Okay, hold on, before I do that, Scott's favorite colored pencils have been in the past Prismacolors, but the Caran d'Ache are giving them a run for their money right now. So that's where we sit right this second. The art giveaway, okay. It's not up and running yet. We are going to be giving away.
We gave away art.
Art supplies that are either gently used or brand new that have been gifted to us from these companies. We do not want to keep everything. We want to get as much as we can into the hands of you guys for people who can't afford art supplies. I am going to ship to you worldwide. Anywhere you live is fine. There are a few countries I can't ship to because I tried to ship things there and they've come back to me. So unfortunately, India is one of those countries I keep getting packages returned. So we have to find another way to get stuff that are in India. But we are going to do that at the end of the month. Look for that. We will announce it here on the lives and we'll announce it in a video on the channel. Sava is not Serbian, it is Sicilian. Right now he's using the Faber-Castells, not the Prismacolors. Have you ever used woodless colored pencils?
I don't think so, no. All right. So can you guys see the little milkiness, fogginess of some of the Faber-Castells compared to the...
Oh, that it's more crisp?
No. Like this, you can see the little bits of white inside it, whereas this kind of has a little more coverage. These are oil-based. These are wax-based. All right, and then we're going to do the Caran d'Ache.
For tips on drawing people, check out the Art Hacks playlist. Okay, Elizabeth uses colored pencils and outlines with a marker, and it stops working quickly because of the wax. Any tips or recommendations?
Okay, she uses what?
She uses colored pencils,
okay,
and then to outline her designs, she outlines with a marker, and it stops working quickly because of the wax of the colored pencils. Any tips or recommendations?
Oh, yeah, you're going to take a side piece of paper and you're just going to marker off some of the colored pencil off of your marker. You got to clean off the tip. You got to do that regularly.
We do not have the Arteza pencils, but we could add those to the list of things to try.
All right, here we go. Last ones.
Yeah, his hand hurts a lot when he uses colored pencils.
Yeah, it is not fun.
To the best of my knowledge, you've never made a flip book, have you?
I've animated stuff in the corners of my sketchbooks when I was in high school.
Do you ever feel like making your hobby into a job makes you hate it?
No. No, I love doing this.
Where is the Van Gogh painting video? That was the trying it with Crayola.
It
So
should
look
be
at
on
the
the main
Crayola
page.
playlist.
Yeah, it should be on the main page.
But also in the Crayola playlist.
Yeah.
Gobi Draws says, hey Scott, you were such an encouragement to me. I started my YouTube channel a couple months ago and just started posting daily, and I'm almost 100 subscribers. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Melissa Willett says, good morning, friends.
Good morning.
It's the best thing you like to sketch.
Hair.
Favorite art style?
Comic book or Art Nouveau?
Let's see, we just talked about that. Those Caran d'Ache pencil crumbles easily. Guys, it's just a really old paintbrush, and he's using it to wipe away the schmutz, the colored pencil schmutz. Should I switch from colored pencil to watercolor art?
I recommend it. You know, I would never tell anybody what they must do or should do. That is just my recommendation. All right, here we go.
We have not opened the art supply giveaway yet, so you can't enter it yet because we haven't opened it yet. It's going to be more towards the end of the month.
All right. I have no idea what this just proved.
Scott does get calluses on his fingers when he uses the colored pencils, so there's no way around that.
But so here's some of the things that I look at. So if you look at the Blick, should I zoom in at all, or can you guys see it okay?
No, we can see it fine.
Okay, can you guys see the spottiness of it? You can see it a little bit here. You could see some of it here and here. These are smoother. These two are the smoothest, right? You see less of the paper below it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I noticed when I was doing this. You can see the paper below it. And
they want you to zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in, please.
Okay.
We have to move the painting up. Hold on a second. There you go. That's a little better. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Can you guys see all of them?
Yes, we can see all of them.
So you guys can see, like I said, this one's fairly smooth. This one's kind of spotty. This one's fairly smooth. This one's spotty. This one's fairly smooth too. So, and you know, I'm also looking at how black the blacks are. Like Prismacolor black is pretty black. The Caran d'Ache one is pretty black.
The Caran d'Ache wax or oil?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Cheap versus expensive paper, please.
Paper's really not going to make a difference other than whether it rips or not. Paper with colored pencils really doesn't make that. I've used watercolor paper. I've used just regular copy paper.
Paper doesn't matter with colored pencil.
Yeah.
Be specific.
That's what we're talking about.
It matters with watercolor.
Yeah, we're talking about
I know,
watercolor
but
pencils.
Let's be specific just in case.
So that's what I have for this. I'm trying to think of any other tests we can do.
Where do you get your watercolor paper?
Usually I get all of my art supplies from Blick.
We have the Ohuhu markers coming to us. We don't have them yet, so that will be something that Scott will try. What is your favorite medium?
Right now, I still like watercolor the best.
I can't do anything about shipping to India. I wish I could. I know that you guys have a hard time getting art supplies. We have been trying. We tried with Grabby to be able to get art supplies to you guys.
We had some winners in our giveaway for free art, and the art came back.
So I don't know what to tell you about being able to ship there. It is there's a few other countries, like Brazil is another no-go. There's just some countries I can't ship to because it gets sent back to me every time. So I don't know what to tell you except that it doesn't work to ship there. And there are other countries or other companies who have a hard time shipping there as well. So it's the country specific problem. And I wish I could fix that, but I can't. It might be in retrospect that same way. I can't get your art supplies. So they're not available for us. So they're just not. When buying art materials, are there any red flags that prevent you from buying them? E.g., there not being a beige colored pencil in the set or certain ingredients.
No, I usually buy my art materials one-on-one. I never really buy sets. So, you know, I will buy particular colors, and that's something that I have just found that I like these colors better than other colors, and you know, that kind of thing. So I like purples and pinks and, you know, lavenders and there's just colors that I like, and so those become my my go-tos, and that's why I have that set of 12 colors that I recommend for my watercolors, because those are the ones that make me happy. I know with those colors I can make pretty much anything.
Katarina says hello from Brazil. I tried using pens I own for outlining, but they're not waterproof, so it smudged everything.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you just got to get pens that can. That's why I use the zebra brush pens, but not everybody has access to those.
Manual or electric pencil sharpener?
I like electric, but I'm lazy.
We will be trying the Ohuhu markers. We just don't have them yet.
They are coming in.
Yes, they're on the way.
All right, so I'm going to put all of these back.
We used to do lives on the weekend, but with work and everything else, we need some sort of time off. So yeah. We are not.
Plus, I'm making 5 videos a week too. So
yeah, so we're plenty busy. Where do you get your watercolor paper?
From Blick. Blick.com.
We were in Barcelona and Valencia.
We only.
Do you draw with Posca markers?
I did do a video with Posca markers.
Mm-hmm. They want you to try making a drawing with a whole bunch of different color pencils as medium. Not the same.
Like mix all of them up?
Like mix them up. We are in the United States. What are your tips on drawing wrinkles in faces?
Oh, those are fun to do. I don't really have any tips so much as I usually do the dark parts first and then add in the little highlights around it.
You know you've got the Hobbit hole. Would you prefer Hobbit or Lord of the Rings movies?
Well, I like the Lord of the Rings movies. I like the Hobbit book.
I haven't had a problem with the United Arab Emirates yet. I have not shipped to Dubai, but I've not had a problem with the United Arab Emirates. And Brazil, yes. Brazil has been a problem for me for 20 years. So I don't know what to tell you about that either. Do you remember how it went when you used Poscas on watercolor paper? Poscas work best on smooth paper.
It ripped up the paper a lot. There's a video on it.
Oh, could you do an erase test and try erasing the color pencils and see if they erase well?
Yeah. Do you guys mind if I use the little electric eraser?
You want large Marge.
Large Marge will erase anything.
I want large Marge. Bring her out. Scott does not keep his paintbrushes clean. Bethany Primrose would be the one to ask about cleaning paintbrushes.
Yeah, but she does it. She puts them in her mouth.
No, she doesn't. She cleans them with brush cleaner. Why are you doing the live stream before my math exam? Oh my God, because I forgot you were having a math exam today.
Our bad.
I do not think Scott will do a reaction video like trying stupid art hacks. I don't see that happening.
I wonder if I could do the eraser with this.
There are so many videos on alcohol markers. So go to the art hacks playlist and go to the reviews, product reviews, and check there. Could you do a larger piece with the Caran d'Ache to see how many you go through and to see if they last longer than 3 colors? You guys are just killing us here. Have you used charcoal pencil before?
Charcoal? Yeah, when I was in figure drawing class in high school or in college, we would use charcoals all the time.
Jessica says, any tips on how to keep painting in your spare time? I work as an art teacher and drawing on the whiteboard at work, i.e. having a creative outlet there, prevents me from drawing in my spare time.
I find a journal is the best. Take a journal with you and try to just draw the mundane stuff around each day.
Julia says, how did you get the notebook you carry around? and sent you a tip.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, the notebook is just from Be Creative, but I think you might be talking about the cover. And I did a video on that, and that was just something my son.
It was fake leather.
Yeah, it's just fake leather that we got at Joanne Fabrics, and my son kind of made it to wrap around my sketchbook, and then I was just playing around with a soldering iron.
If you were sketching with pencils, what paper texture do you like the most?
I like a little bit of texture for my pencils.
You guys, everybody keeps asking. There are so many people asking, which pencil's the best? Which pencil's the best? Which pencil's the best? It depends on so many things.
It's a preference. It just remember, it's always a preference.
And what you can afford.
Just like what food is best, and what color pant is your favorite, and what kind of clothes you like to wear. But for me, I've always used Prismacolors, but I did fall in love with the Caran d'Ache. I haven't done any more than just Paul McCartney with them, and I've only have those 20 colors, but I did really like them.
Oh, Jess Ross says I got my order of the hair journal stickers yesterday, and they're so beautiful. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Timo Louis says, "Hey Scott, long time listener, first time caller. How do you find time to maintain your good looks on top of being a famous artist and YouTuber?"
Oh, you're too funny, my friend.
Filters. Filters are your friend.
What kind of filters do I use?
Filters to make you look more handsome.
Oh God,
do you
I
use
wish.
/ prefer a blending medium for colored pencils?
I've never used one. All right, so erasing, obviously the Crayolas are going to win on that because they are literally erasable. The Artex did pretty good. Faber-Castells did pretty good for erasing.
Is this stream just going to be you swatching colored pencils?
Yeah, today I had nothing in particular to draw, so I thought we would just do a quick little one. And
I told you, sometimes he's got something to do, and sometimes here we are.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions? Do you have anything else you want to see? What medium do you use for cartoon characters?
I think alcohol markers are the best for cartoon characters. Like if you're going to do anime or something.
What size of the zebra brush pen do you mostly use? And the pens for inking are the zebra brush pen.
Yeah, I use the very fine.
I don't think you've ever used any bad watercolors.
No, like I said, even it's really hard to mess up watercolors. Like even the Crayola watercolors are fine. The difference is just again, light fastness. I use the Winsor & Newton because if I do a piece and I like the piece, I want it to last 100 years. If you do Crayolas, they might last 2 years. So you don't want to do a piece you really like and then have them fade away.
Do you have any art goals for 2023?
I'd like to finish. I think every year it'll be, I want to finish my travel journal. I've only got 2 pages done so far, but it was the end of 2022. So we've only got these 2 pages. But I think next week I'll be able to do a few pages, which will be good. And then we'll see. There's a lot of pages to do. I don't know where we're going to go. We've been talking about maybe going to Scotland.
Oh, Santa was here.
Oh.
For some countries, there are taxes and fees to pay before mail can be picked up. That is true. Yeah, I have ended up having so many things just returned to me. I just don't, I don't think we can ship to those countries anymore because it's too much.
Yeah.
To have things, and it takes months for things to come back. So we think things all got delivered and then they show up in the mail like 2 months later. When you go full-time as an artist and you have to add marketing, shipping, and accounting, that's the part I hate. Yeah, that's true. Favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't know. The Empire Strikes Back.
we don't have anything super exciting planned just yet. What do you use when you outline your work in white?
Oh, I've been using the Uniball Signo, and I'm actually going to try this other pen.
If you can't send the art supplies to India, then
Which
come in
did-
person. Indians are very good at hospitality. We'll just pack a suitcase full of art supplies and we'll head to India. That's cheaper. That'll be easier.
All right, so this pen does not work on colored pencils.
Yeah.
Let's see if the
Do you
Uniball
plan
Signo.
to use the Caran d'Ache pencils from now on?
Well, I don't plan on doing colored pencils. No, they don't either. I don't plan on doing colored pencils a lot. I've really just been doing them just for the YouTube channel.
Any advice for starting new mediums?
Let's see. Just, I don't know, get them and go for it. I mean, you guys have watched me try stuff out for the very first time a few times, and it's pretty cool. It's fun to do. I think the one thing, my biggest advice would be, don't take yourself too seriously and don't worry if you don't like it. And you're not going to be great at it the very first time you do it.
The zebra brush pens are not refillable. Have you ever injured yourself from drawing?
Not from drawing, no.
Scott did try about a bazillion brush pens and has found that the zebra brush pens are his favorite ones.
They are.
So
yeah.
he's probably most likely not going to try a bazillion more brush pens. Opinion on digital art.
I think it's great. I was talking to, I don't know who I was. Yeah, I think I was talking to another artist, and I was saying the downside with digital art is, of course, the undo button. And so there's, literally no mistakes. You don't, it's almost impossible to make mistakes with digital art. And I think because of that, you don't have to learn to live with the mistakes and learn to see. With traditional art, I think the imperfections are what make it unique. And I think that's what separates traditional from digital art.
Yeah, they like the undo button.
Yeah.
What is the better medium to learn and draw with in a hurry or in a place where you have a sudden urge to draw?
Paper and pencil. Just a paper and pencil is the best thing to just, or a ballpoint pen if you want to, Oops.
Are watercolored pencils any good?
I think they're fun to draw with. I don't really find that they're unnecessary for watercolor.
We can't see. Flip it back over. See where I am? There you go.
So if I'm out and about, and I like to, to sketch with. Gosh, I'm making something up right now, but
what's your favorite colored pencil out of all these ones that you tried?
Well, I've always used and always loved the Prismacolors. So, but I really would like, if I was going to be doing more colored pencils, I'd really would want to try the Caran d'Ache a little more. So,
marker brand is cheap and good quality. I'm looking for some nice cheap marker pens that are good quality.
If you talk about alcohol markers, I really like the Art Beak ones, and you've seen me using them a lot. And for $25, you get 80 of them.
Scott's not going to draw himself.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of myself.
Do your zebra brush pens work with the colored pencils?
No, pens and pencils don't really work great together. But if you look, I'm just going to grab.
The Jelly Roll Sakura gel pens are not for Scott. I have those for journaling, and I don't even like them really that much for journaling. So they're definitely, I can tell you right now, he would not like this for art.
Can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Okay, if you look at that, and if I go and I get markers.
They say that you have a peaceful voice and you should record audiobooks.
No, thanks. If I could read that much, I would, but I just...
He has not tried the Schminky watercolors. His favorite thing to draw is hair.
So if you take an alcohol marker, you can blend these really well, and you get a much nicer, smoother look.
Scott hasn't done oil painting since what, high school?
I did it once, yeah.
Yes, the live streams are saved and you can rewatch them later.
Yeah. So I like to do this because I can get a nice smooth, and that's how I was able to save the Faber-Castells. Was I was able to do that. So if you have something that I don't know, I could grab.
Kim says Blick has amazing customer service. I had some watercolor people got all wet from the storm. It went through. They replaced the paper.
Oh, that's great.
No. Because of you, I've fallen in love with gouache.
Oh, that's fun. So again, when we're not going to be going live Monday and Wednesday. We're going to take some time off next week, but we'll be back on Friday, so a week from today.
Yeah.
But when we do, as always, I'll have something planned. Today, I wanted to make a video to kind of wrap up the week and just kind of talk about stuff. And so I just thought I would play around with this. And because I think I'll get back into doing watercolor stuff next.
Lady Fleur de Lis says, I have wanted to get back into creating art, and watching you has been so inspiring. I just got my ever-evolving studio set up, and it has been so liberating. Thank you for being so inspirational.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really wonderful. Congrats.
Yay. Hope you can tag us in some of your stuff.
Yeah.
What happened with Kinsey's sheep? She did get the sheep. Santa Claus facilitated that, and she had a very good Christmas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We also sent some books, I think, too.
We did send
animal crackers and whatnot.
We have a dog. She's a rescue. She's about 4,000 years old. Do you have a colored pencil tutorial? I
have a short. You'll see me. I'm drawing Robin Williams from Hook.
What was your favorite art project of 2022?
Gosh.
That's a good question.
The hair journal. I really liked the hair journal.
I liked studying the masters.
Well, that was 2021.
Was it?
Yep. I am. Oh, by the way, I am going to be re-uploading some of the Studying the Masters videos starting maybe even tomorrow. So I'm going to do that because Monday is our 30th anniversary. We're going to take a couple days off. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to post some of those, and I thought that would be really nice. So look out for that if you haven't seen them.
Have you ever done any scratch board?
I did. I really like scratchboard. I did it in high school, though. So that was in 1981, 82.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Everybody's saying happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Colored pencils work on watercolor paper.
Yeah, colored pencils work fine on watercolor paper.
Did you ever draw Jimi Hendrix? I don't think you did.
I did not.
Did you draw all the toys you have in the Hobbit hole? It would take him 2 years to draw all the toys he had in the Hobbit hole.
So this is...
I want to try gouache this year. Do you have any pointers to start?
Yeah, there's a couple of videos on that. So this is what you guys saw me do. This is ballpoint pen. And then now I'm adding some alcohol markers on top of it.
X Mads says, hello, good morning from California. I was in another one of your live streams. If you can remember, I have been confused on which brand of black pens to ink with are the best.
I like the zebra brush pens.
Scott's never used the Blackwing pencils. Have you ever tried using cheap student grade color pencils like Faber-Castell Classics? And what do you think of them?
I've used Crayola. These are Crayola. ArtX is a cheaper thing, but I've not used those the ones that you just mentioned.
So what markers do you use with colored pencils?
These are the Artbeak ones. They're really cheap and they work great.
Which do you prefer, colored pencils or markers?
It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just doodling, I like markers. I can get a lot more coverage, etc. But if I'm trying to do something nice, I'll go with. I think when I do colored pencils, I tend to be more photorealistic. When I do markers, let me see. When I do markers, I tend to do.
You heard of Jack Stalker?
No, I tend to do stuff a little more artsy.
What do you do with these test sheets? Throw them out, keep them, give them away? Hint, hint.
I'll be happy to give any test sheets away if anybody wants. Someone had mentioned that I should do the Faber-Castells on colored paper. So I started George Harrison on that and I just never got around to it.
What is your most common doodle?
Most common doodle? An eyeball.
There is a video on perspective in the Art Hacks playlist. What do you think about the way that colors can look different under different light?
Yeah, that's just totally normal.
Have you drawn any Pokemon?
I have not.
Have you tried any Sharpies to color?
No, I'm not really a fan of Sharpies for anything more than just writing stuff down. Because again, they are going to fade. So I will a lot of times take a ballpoint pen when if I'm going to doodle, and I'll doodle with that. So there's a video where I drew Captain Jack Sparrow with ballpoint pen, but I like ballpoint pens because you can do your basic shapes and everything, and then you can press down a little harder and get darker lines. You can get subtlety with them.
We are getting the Ohuhu markers in. We haven't tried them yet.
I can get light and I can get darker.
If I don't like school currently, do you think I would prefer art school doing something I like?
I didn't like school, and then I went to art school and I did miserable in art school. I just wasn't a good student, and some people don't learn well in school. So, but some people did horrible in regular school, and then they got to art school, and they're like, I'm home, and they felt great there. So that's a you thing. You're going to have to find out what it is that works for you. But
Scott does not recommend oil pastels.
I would recommend, if you want to try oil pastels, I would recommend checking out Blackbean's channel. It's not really instructional so much as just they're like really insanely good at it.
Scott uses a regular pencil, not a mechanical pencil.
So this is just a regular old.
He did some non-gender specific people in the hair journal.
Yeah, there's non-binary, there's transgender, there's lesbians, there's gay, there is transmasc, there is poly.
They're all.
There's
in
a
the hair
bunch,
journal.
yeah.
Yeah, go to the hair journal playlist. Do you ever draw something weirdly sketched because of the angle you're drawing at? What can you do about it?
I don't know. I mean, if I haven't done that in years because, I just, I found something that works for me. But I think if you're finding that I know a lot of younger people will sketch like in weird positions. They'll be hunched over and stuff like that. And I have an art table and I stand when I draw. So I think you just kind of have to find what works for you. If that's becoming a problem, then you'll figure out how to fix it.
Scott did try the Artex pencils. They're down there in the sample.
Yeah, Artex is right here.
Mm-hmm. What was the hardest drawing from 2022, and what was the favorite drawing from 2022?
My favorite drawing, I think, is the lesbians. The hardest one. Well, I mean, when I think of hard, I think of things that I didn't like, and so I threw them away. So I don't know. I don't know which one's the hardest one. But back to the pen. This is just a ballpoint pen. So those of you who are wondering what to sketch with, a ballpoint pen is fine. A pencil is fine. You just you want to teach yourself how to draw what you see. That's really it. Here's a sharpener. You want to be able to draw that sharpener, from every angle.
Will you ever use acrylics again?
I'm not going to say no.
At the end of the day, is watercolor your favorite thing to use?
Yeah, I think so. It's the one I feel the most comfortable with. But because I feel so comfortable with it, every once in a while, I want to try something else because I get bored very easily. And so I tend to go, I'm in a gouache mood, or I'm in a colored pencil mood, or a marker mood, or let's do this. So that's what you're seeing with me a lot.
They want to know where you got your bracelets, and they want to know if you're going to do a light fastness test with the pencils like you did with everything else.
Light pencils are pretty good for light fastness, honestly. So, but I can. I think I did do some in the. I think I did do some on the long form one, didn't we? We did some colored pencils.
I don't remember. I have to go look.
So this is what I'm saying. Draw mundane things. Get used to trying to do that. It'll help you, and you could learn how to get subtleties and whatnot depending on what medium that you're working with.
Ellen is 100% right. Scott does have 40 years of experience. Don't compare yourself to him.
Yeah, don't.
Compare yourself. She says compare yourself to yesterday you.
Yeah.
Ellen is 100% correct. That's fiber.
I'm always comparing myself to my idols, and I'll never match up to them. And I always have an ideal of what I'd like to be able to do, and then I'm always disappointed when I can't do it. But these last couple of years, I've really just learned to be okay with my art where it's at. Like I look at my sketchbook and I see how I could be so much better at this or that, or my lines aren't crisp enough, or my handwriting's bad, or I'm not really thrilled with my colors or my composition or whatever it might be. But when I go and I look at my sketchbooks from a year ago, or the year before that, or year before that, I am improving. And you have to take comfort in that, and that you are going to get better. And just like when you're growing up, you don't notice that you're growing up. You don't see yourself growing. You don't see so you just have to just trust yourself. You have to look back.
Are you going to continue with your 2022 travel journal, or are you going to start a new one for 2023?
No, I'm gonna just this is my travel journal. I knew I wasn't gonna start one and just go, yeah, I'm gonna just my last one here, I will.
Is this on? Yes.
So my last one I started in October 2021. And
What time is good for drop-off?
we hit
Perfect.
January on like 4th
Thank
page.
you. Okay, bye-bye.
And then we finished it November of last year, and then that's why I started this one. So I'm okay with it saying October 21, but it's primarily a 2022 sketchbook.
See,
I'm
that would
totally
drive me
okay with that.
crazy.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That would
You
drive
know.
me crazy.
One day I'll put
I
them
would
all in
do-
order on my shelf.
I would do another page when that says November 2022. I would flip the page and then I would do January 2023, just because that would drive me bananas.
Well,
But I'm
on
not
this
good.
day, it'll say January when we go somewhere.
I know. I would just do that. Let's see. Where was that other question? There's so many questions. Let me just. There's too many.
Pick
Bethany Primrose is not a bot. Bethany is a mod. Everybody that's in blue is a moderator on our channel. They're our friends. Are you going to do swatch testing in your new travel journal?
Yes, I've found that every once in a while I will pick up a new art material. This was the Paul Rubens. They sent it to me, and I like to test it on good watercolor paper. And then I got the was it concentrated, the Dr. Martin concentrated, and they're so saturated.
Make sure the lid's on tight.
This,
for God's sake, stop that! Stop it!
But yeah, so if I do get something new and I feel like it's relevant, then yeah, I will add it to I like having little swatches throughout the book, because these are parts of my life. These are things that we're doing.
Okay, if you check the Art Hacks playlist, there is stuff in there about perspective. There's stuff in there about faces. There's stuff in there about noses. There's stuff in there about eyes. So check the Art Hacks playlist for that. Scott doesn't do New Year's resolutions. What type of paper do you recommend?
Depends on the medium. If you're doing watercolor, I would recommend good watercolor paper.
We do not have a video on how to keep brushes in good condition because Scott doesn't keep his brushes in good condition. That's a Bethany Primrose question.
These are starting to go, and that just means that I'm going to toss them and use newer ones.
I need you to do just a full penciling part as well. Like you already have the pencil down in your live streams. I just need to see you do it. I keep telling him that you guys want to watch him sketch from the very, very beginning.
I know, but then I won't be able to finish the piece. I've found that. Yeah, I found that if I'm.
Santa says, "I remember the orange ink incident." Santa, we all remember the orange ink incident. I think I have PTSD.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm.
Okay, when you refer to watercolor paper as pounds, it's the thickness of the paper. If it's 300 GSM paper or 300 whatever pound paper, it's the thickness of the paper. That's what that is. Scott's favorite medium is going to be watercolor. You guys have seen him do it on here for a long time. Has anybody encouraged you or inspired you to do art when you were a child?
Yeah, my mom, and then my uncle was an artist, but mostly I think I was just really into Spider-Man too.
Yes, Scott has done urban sketching in his travel journal, and no, he's never going to use a fountain pen. Not his medium. Does the corner of shame ever get a second chance? Nope.
No.
My father doesn't believe I'll make a career in art, but there are lots of opportunities, right?
Yeah, there's lots of opportunities. It is just not a very lucrative industry. Artists, whether it's musicians or poets or dancers, we don't do it. When you see like, what do they call them? Stockbroker bros or whatever you call them, like those money guys, the guys who just sit around just buying and selling and making money off of other people's work.
Making money off of money.
That's their job. They're like, I want to make money. That is my job. I'm going to make money. I'm not going to create anything. I'm just going to make money, right? That's what they want to do. Artists don't do that. Artists make art. Artists have stories to tell. Artists have, they're the dreamers. And so the world isn't designed for them to make money, because that's not what their goal is. Those stock market bro guys, that's their goal, is to make money. It's the same way as that those guys aren't making art, and because that's not their goal, that's not what they're trying to do. So at the end of the day, we've created art, we've created things, and they've made money. But everybody has their place in the world. And so
he says, I work in finance, but I spend my free time doing arts and crafts.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. But if you work in finance, and that is a job, that is an endeavor, that is something that you have to be good at. So anyways, look, this is just really, and I was looking at it at this angle too, so this is a little foreshortened. But the thing is that I think watching me do this is boring. And then, of course, if I'm trying to get it perfectly right, to look everything, I'm going to spend a lot more time on it. So that's why I just do it really quickly. Or lots of times I'll just project it, because to me, this is the boring part of making the art. But if you guys want me to start doing some more pencils and stuff on the lives, we could do days where we just sketch stuff. That's totally fun too.
They want to see the whole process, is what I'm telling you. They want to see you pick your photo reference, and they want to see you sketch your photo reference.
I know, but to do that, it would become a 2-hour thing, and I can't stand for 2 hours.
I know, but that's what they're asking for. So maybe what we could do is picking the photo reference, going over how you choose your photo reference one day, and then penciling it, and then the next day you could do the line work, and the painting.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want to see. So that could be a two-parter, like a Wednesday, Friday thing, or whatever.
We could do that once, yeah.
Did your mom teach you how to draw?
Yeah. She would give me notes.
And now Scott's teaching his mom how to draw.
I'm not. I'm helping her with watercolors. I'm not teaching her how to draw.
He was showing his mom how to do watercolors when she was here for Christmas.
She did a great job. All right, I'm going to go sit down.
Yes, please.
My apologies for this being just very relaxed today, but every once in a while we're going to have one of these. But I will be posting some of the 60 days of studying the masters while we take a couple days off for our 30th anniversary, and then we'll be back on Friday.
Yeah.
So thank you all, and then hopefully I'll post something that is interesting today.
Oh my God. Yeah, thanks everybody. We'll see you guys.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, we will see you guys a week from today.
A week from today.
We'll be off on Monday and Wednesday.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
A week from today. All right, everybody. Bye. Have a great one.